Welcome to Practical Research 1 in PIX TV. This is your host, Dr. Glenn Michael Jameson Piquero. We're now back again in our mini video lessons. This time, we're going to cover how to make categories and themes before we make our chapter 4 and 5. So, in the earlier videos, we have performed initial coding, right? And these are the ones that we have used for the initial codes related to your research question number 2 in our sample research problem. Then you have to group them. You have to use grouping codes for you to be able to make your own categories. For example, in this one, and this one will fall under conceptual understanding. That's their category. While the general difficulty is under learning difficulties, it's a different category. And the statements related to instruction, it's under instructional challenges. And for those statements from your respondents falling under cognition or yung may kinalaman sa alaala or sa memorization, it's under cognitive challenges. So, make sure na you can make your own separate categories. It really depends on your research problem. It's up to you to make your own categories and to make different meanings based on your responses. Okay, and lastly, the last part is forming your themes. So in our earlier slide, we have our categories here. So we just have to group them again. We have our grouping category here to combine into simpler themes, diba? So actually, I have made 2 themes only here. The first theme is conceptual mastery and cognitive development strategies. So we have 3 categories falling under that particular theme. This one. So how about your categories that fall on that one? Conceptual understanding. That's number 1. Then another category falling on that theme, conceptual mastery and cognitive development, is learning difficulties. Then we have the third one, cognitive challenges. At saka yung pinaka nakakaiba, kaya hiniwalay ko siya yung learning aids and student support systems. So that's our team. And before writing your chapter 4 and 5, we have to make our concept maps, right? So in making your concept map, for example, this is from my dissertation here. This will be our guide in forming our concept map. So for example, we have the theme here. This will be the first box. You have to put it here in this particular rectangle here. The theme about conceptual mastery and cognitive development strategies. While for the categories, all of the categories, you can form it here, you can put it here. This one is here. The cognitive challenges, you can put it here. And lastly, for the instructional challenge, you can put it here. And lastly, for the initial codes, yung mga notable codes that you have made in our initial coding, this will be the content of this one. That's how you make your concept map, which is very important. This is very integral. This is an integral part of what will become of your chapter 4 or your main thematic analysis. Don't forget, before you move on to the next video lesson, make sure to make your own exit cards here. Basically, that's the end of our very small video lesson, mini lesson about initial coding. So, maglagay na lang kayo ng mga additional questions. Ano yung mga realizations nyo after this lesson? I-post nyo sa ating YouTube comment section under this video para magkaroon ng additional points. Laging tandaan, sa PIX TV, panalo ang natuto.